Folks, I'm hoping you have been doing well this week and staying strong in this heat. Once again, shout out to every single one of you for the support. Thank you. Today we're going to do the very first quests with the walking lore guy, Dain. And the interlude chapter to Inazuma, which means we're getting closer to the land of the Electro Archon. Also, we might get stuck there because we need an Electro character for some Electro monuments on Yashiori Island. But that's a future me problem, we won't concern ourselves with that matter, yet. And maybe we could try do a couple of abyss floors, right? Thanks to some technical issues, there's no footage of the very first Dain's quest. But we can use our imagination and recreate it a bit. Catherine tells us there's weird-looking guy in town, and we go ambush him at the local tavern. There we wait for him to show up, and when he does we try to strike up a conversation with him. He doesn't seem to be interested in us until we say we're travelers. I guess that's a way to do it. Apparently he takes commissions only related to the Abyss Order and he's currently hunting an Abyss Herald. Then we travel to Wolfendom where we have to investigate 2 bonfires. By the way, the one that's on the higher ground you only need to touch it and you don't even have to fight the mobs that spawn. But the other one with the Pyro Mage is required to kill them. Of course they're just Hilichurls and a mage, who were already used to bully, so there was no issue with that. Just the mage took a bit time compared to the other because I banned the minions from story fights. After that we do another trip, but this to the Storm Terror's lair, where we fight some more Hilichurls and a mage. The quest ends with some yapping and finding out that our twin is still in Teyvat. The end. The second quest takes us to that fun domain, where we find the inverted statue and my favorite thing in the world, the bubbles. You can imagine how much I love to be trapped in them. Of course this time it's not that difficult, it just tells me what will happen the second time. And we finally know what a herald is. Oh hello Mr. Walking Lore, it hasn't that long since last time. Now we have 3 groups of enemies to fight. And I think most of you would say that the second one with the hunter and the mages is the hardest, but surprisingly it wasn't. Once again the Pyro Mage from the 3rd group was, just because we can't use the minions in the story fights. Technically this time it's more real of a battle with him because he actually puts a shield here. Getting to the shield phase wasn't that bad, but getting rid of the shield itself will take us a lot of time. I know we're going back here to destroy the statue and we get interrupted by the Herald and the Abyss sibling, but why we never finished for what we came back. The bubbles, surely we will do it the first try. I definitely don't want to fall down. But I wonder if there are chests around. Well, at least it's not while we glide. I wonder, can you even shot them? That would eliminate a few. And it seems they can't be, well now I know. Let's just go for the end and don't look for chests. I just want to be over with this. I'm not surprised. You can call me a skill issue Archon, I don't know anymore. Here we fly again. My eyes are wide open, no bubble will get us this time. I hate them, please don't add more of them into the game, we have enough, thanks. And we have to kick his butt for the 3rd time. I really don't know what's with that, you have to do something 3 times in a quest, but that thing is literally everywhere. I think we will be running around a lot, especially when the 2 mages spawn. And here they are, it didn't take them too long to show up. I usually kill them, but this time I'll choose to ignore them. That would make the battle harder I think, but that dude is more important to focus on. And I have no idea if we have to kill the mages after we deal with the Herald or not, so we'll just do this little experiment. The damage of this team might not be much, but I don't think we will lose anyone. I mean, it's kind of expected the fights to be longer because there's no real DPS character. But I know some of the healers can be billed as such, I mean right now Jean is that person for us. And I guess Noelle is kinda both, well a bit of everything, and how come she's still not a knight? He might be half HP, but that's not even the half of the fight. Oh no. Let me out bro. Hydro mages are probably one of the most annoying creatures in the whole game. My personal top ones are the ones that run away from me, and just waste your time because you have to chase them. Anyways, I think I'll share how much this fight will take us. I feel sorry for my space bar now. But the dude is in the shield phase. And we can freeze him, not for long of course and not often, but that's something I guess. Hey, I saw that bubble, mister. One day I'll trap you in one, mark my words. Well, I guess the pyro mage won't bother us for a while. He did that to himself, you can't blame me. And they're all next to each other, so that mage will probably lose the shield again. Yep, and I think we took a lot of the heralds too. Nice Jean, go girl slay. Slay them like your life depends on it, because it actually does. Oh, that dodge, so smooth. Beautiful, magnifico, perfecto. What a great job. I say that like we didn't take any damage from that guy. But as a Zhongli enjoyer, dodging even one time is a big deal for me. I never learned to dodge since him. I mean, you don't to move, hold E, don't want to die, hold E, mining, hold E, escaping social interactions, hold E. That man makes the game easier, and I admit when playing other games I wish I could take him with me there. How did that hit me? What is going on here? I feel like he's cheating, surely it's that and it's not my Madam Ping. Surely. Let's leave the finishing touch to our boy Mika. And with that we almost can go to Inazuma. We only have one quest before that. If I remember correctly, this quest shouldn't take too long. But there's a thing, we haven't been to the Beidu's ship yet, so we don't have it unlocked as teleport. But good thing we can just walk there thanks to Fur Arena. Back in my days we had to ice bridge with Kaya. Or just glide from top of the island behind us. I like that part of the game's characters we have are really good for traversal. As I said, we haven't been here. Hope that quest won't lock us out of the one we're trying to do. And the dialogue is a bit different. I remember this dude saying Beidu isn't here but in the city. Maybe the fact we're doing the interlude changes it a bit. They're here, and the quest isn't interrupted by the world one. Nice. And once more we can just walk on the water, how wonderful, isn't it? I also forgot about the Geoculus on top of the ship plus the luxurious chest. We'll get them another time. By the way, can someone tell me what's the purpose of this platform located in literally nowhere? This thing is here since forever and wasn't used even once. Did the devs forgot about it? Now, I know this part for some can be counted as cheating, but I don't know a way to avoid it, so bear with me. And let's not talk about Ether's HP. Personally, I won't call it as a cheat because we're forced to play as the MC on a few occasions. I know they're just slimes, but finally a real battle. I bet our Pookie Kazuha will be very impressed by our abilities for sure. When will the treasure hoarders learn their lesson and start to lead a normal life? Haven't someone taught you to be good boys? Well then I will. On the other hand, I don't blame him that much for stealing the vision because of how mighty we are. But still, he needs to learn his lesson. You might have a crossbow but we have guns, haha. As a little tiny note, Floor 3 was attempted before getting Fur Arena, Chevreuse, and Noelle. I have to say, in the first chamber the mobs are so scattered around and it's so annoying to do it without a grouper like Kazuha or Sucrose. Good thing is that you can push some of them off the map and that saves the trouble to kill everyone. But the big slimes were actually not that bad to deal with. That chamber is the worst one of that floor in my opinion. I wasn't sure if we can get all stars and if we have to revisit it later. But somehow we managed to complete it with a few seconds left on the clock. The next one is once again a place where a grouper makes it really easy, but in our case we can't use that. I was trying to get the treasure hoarders as close to each other as possible, so I can deal with them more easily, either through Jean's skill or her burst. But compared to the previous chamber, this wasn't as annoying. And the last one is the easiest in my opinion because it contains only 2 and very easy to defeat monsters. My focus was the Ruined Guard just because it's more tanky and the other dude usually chases you anyway.
You had your I'll protect us. I swear by my sword.
And that's how we conquered this floor. Another note, but this time for floor 4, is that it's more recently done. In chamber 1 probably half of the enemies are Hydro, which makes the minions useless. And I won't go too much into details, but that was the worst chamber of that floor. We didn't perform well here, maybe I should have picked or just redo it with Noelle, but it is what it is now. Maybe some other day. And we didn't get any stars here. Next was a defense 1, which again has some Hydro enemies but most of them were small slimes. And since the minions were more useful here we performed better. Not even the mage could stop us, and we got all 3 stars. Once again the last chamber was the easiest. We took out the first wave pretty fast and with ease. The mages took more time because of the super annoying mechanic called bubbles. Yes, I really dislike the bubbles as you can tell. I don't know about you. Anyways, not even the mages were that big of a headache and we got another 3 stars. This results in getting 6 out of 9 stars for this floor. Next time we should go to Inazuma. We won't be doing the whole arc because as I mentioned in the beginning, we need an electro character in order to progress. And it kinda sucks that there's such a requirement, but that's not a problem for a normal account. And I don't want to quote-unquote cheat and use someone like Lisa in the name of the progress, so we will be slowing down a bit with the story content for a while. And I'm pretty upset that Kuki isn't on the Emily's banner. Anyways folks, this is everything from me for today. Wish you great remaining of your day. Thank you for watching and see you soon.